Hi, this is the new menu creator. If you remember, menu creator was a part of Asset Manager. What I've done now is created a standalone version of the same application. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's create a new project. The interface is pretty much the same, it's just these extra features being added to this. So the first thing we need to do is choose our title screen. I'll use this one. You can see here now that we've already got pretty much a start of a menu. In fact, to get just menu screens, if we use that and then go to here, we can export our menu screens, and that's it, those two simple steps, and you've got a menu. But it will use the default buttons and text, whatever. I want to use more options. I want to change things. So one of the new features on here is the background music. We all know this sound, which is the default. Well, what you've got an option here is of quite a few different ones. Thanks to Tarkus 1971 for his help with these. He did most of them and I created a few. The one that I think suitable to this will be this, which was created by Tarkus. So I think for the theme of the game, that'd be perfect. So once you've chosen your music, you have to set it, and now that's set as the title music. The other thing we can do, custom watermark. You've probably seen this before. Not sure if you've seen this option, but we all know the processing core files text. Well, that can be changed. Just type in whatever you want. I'll put unpacking my game files. And once you change your text, just confirm. You see that it's updated. That's it for the watermark. So if we go back to the main project screen, which is here, obviously the next thing I want to do is change these buttons. So it's going to ask me to use a font for all of the buttons. So I'll choose a font in keeping with the menu screen. Colour, again, colour from here. And then for the hover buttons, and there we have it. So that's what it looks like. You can fine tune this colour by right clicking an image anywhere in the back menu. So if I right click there, you notice they've gone really dark. If I click here, right click, brought it forward again. Or you can even just change it by left clicking on here and choosing another colour. Same with the hover, and you can also change the font from here as well. I'm quite happy with those buttons. Loading screen, about screen, lost screen, end screen. Right, my about screen, I'm going to add some text. So I'll put find all items don't get killed. Simple, just that. The other option with the buttons as well, if we go to the buttons, here's the main about screen. We can test what the about looks like. You can change the text by just typing. As you can see, it's live. If we go back to the title screen, you see it's done it there as well. So for this I'll stick with the default for the moment. Okay, the other option we've got here now, just here you can see, is a drop shadow. So if we turn this on, you'll see there's a slight drop shadow now. We can actually change that, make it longer or deeper by selecting that. So the drop distance of 4, that looks about nice, and that will be on the same title screen as well. As far as menu is concerned, you can add a button, which is what these images are for here. So you can load in a button image, but I like the text menu buttons. I think it looks more, well, it looks more professional, to be honest. I mean, you can choose it. You can choose a different font for each button and different colour, but I'm going to stick with the standard for all. So now that we've done that, if we look at the sub menus, all this text can be changed. They're not buttons, they're obviously just in-game menus, and you can change them to whatever you want just by overtyping. So select the text, overtype it, you can have wherever you want. Same with this, sound levels, you can change wherever you want. Okay, the other thing we've got obviously is the cursors. I'm going to go with style 5. We can test the cursor. You can import your own image, but it doesn't use, Genguru doesn't use standard cursors. You'll need 3 images. If you look, there's 3 images for these. The standard is pointing whatever it is, 90 degrees, then there's a 30 degree, and then there's a big button right at the end. So you could use the same image and just tweak them, but for ease of this, I'm going with style 5. The loaders. When Genguru's loading on the loading screen, you'll see the loading bars. Okay, so with this one, you can choose your custom loading bar colour, and I think the loading bars should be the same as the text colour. I think it looks nicer. So that means the sliding bar and the loading bar will all be the same as the font. The colour will be the same as the font. You can change, you can have whatever you want, it's just my preference. The button placement screen, there's a lot more to this screen. It's all set as default to the centre. I want mine to be on the left hand side, but the other thing as well, if you notice, it's a little bit low, so I want to move it up. So if we click on move buttons, if we grab these, we can move the buttons up or down. So I'll have it up near the top, update, and there we go. So that looks better on the left hand side, and it's saying that I have done the move. Now I need to confirm this before going to the other options. The other options won't be enabled until I've confirmed my button placement. You can actually reset your choices, but that's at the end if you need to. The resume button by default is always at the bottom. We can move it to the top of the menu, confirm the choice. Here we can remove the about button, the load button, the save button. Don't forget, if you change the about button to your instructions button, that's what that means. It's basically the about button, and we can remove that, and we can remove load and save. I want to keep the default, so I'll confirm that. Once confirmed, obviously they're all ticked, but it'll send you straight back to your main project menu where everything here now is set. That's basically it, that's everything. So all we need to do now is we've got an option where I think on the about screen we can see the text, but I think that would be better, not changing the image, if we had a filter, say grayscale, so that the text pops out more like that. I think that looks better. Again with the end screen, because it's the end screen, I think we'll make it red. There we go. So person's died, whatever. So once all the options are set, all we need to do then, oh, the other thing as well, the end screen, we've done that. If you click on undo, it'll take you back to where it was. And I realised I did the wrong screen. It should be the lost screen that I changed the filter to. That's the one that should be red, not end. That's better. So go to the title screen, click on file, and we've got an option here to export full menu. That's what we want to do. It'll go away and create everything that's required. Do you want to save this project? I'm going to say yes, because I want to make tweaks at a later date, or if I want to change the colours or the font, I can do. So I'll say yes. I'm just going to save it on my desktop. Once it's confirmed, your screens and project have been created and style text has been created. That's brilliant, so that's done. Now, what we can do is we can test in a standalone. So it's asking if you'd like to test your menu. So we'll click on yes. Just have to wait for a few seconds. And there's the watermark screen with the unpacking my game files. And here's my menu. Don't know if you can hear me with the sound that's playing in the background, but you should be able to. Our about screen, grey, as we did. Load game, I had the load game set on, so that was on. If we click on start, I don't know whether you notice or not, but the background music should still be playing. And here we are in our game. Just a normal standalone, just to test the menu. So if we go to the options, pressing the escape, we've got all our buttons here. Sound levels we can change, music we can change, and graphic settings were on low, so I can change that to the highest. Go back, resume game I put at the top, so we'll resume game instead of going to the main menu. We'll go back to the main menu. The title music should be playing again. Doesn't matter which screen we go on, the title music will not stop until we actually play the game. And that's it. So thank you, and speak again soon.